happened so fast that the first driver didn't even have time to swear. 1 second, the bridge over Busan's dark water was just wet asphalt under sodium streetlights. Another ordinary winter night of tired commuters and delivery vans. The next, the entire span turned into glass. Jinwoo, a night shift taxi driver, remembers the sound first. Not thunder, not a crash. A soft, crawling hiss, like 1,000 fingertips dragging across the road. His headlights caught something unnatural. A pale sheen racing toward him in a low wave, swallowing lane markings as if the bridge itself was being lacquered. He eased off the accelerator. The car drifted anyway. At the same moment, the city around the bridge looked normal. Buildings steady, traffic lights blinking, even the sea below rolling as always. But on the bridge, brake lights flared red in a sudden chain, and the air changed. Sharp, metallic, biting, like breathing in crushed winter air. Then the microburst hit. It wasn't a storm you could see coming. It was a pocket of air, dense, cold, and violent, slamming down from above like an invisible hammer. Wind shoved sideways between the railings, and rain that had been harmless a heartbeat ago flash froze on contact. Guardrails grew a skin of white. Cables glittered. Road signs filmed over, their reflective paint dimming under a sudden glaze. And the scariest part? The ice didn't form slowly. It spread. A sedan in the middle lane tapped its brakes, just a tap, and spun like it had been placed on a turntable. A bus driver fought the wheel, tires whispering instead of gripping. Jinwoo watched his own steering wheel become useless, his car sliding with eerie politeness toward the barrier. This is the moment everyone thinks they'll stay calm. But calm breaks when you realize the bridge is still full of people. He saw a figure on the shoulder, someone who'd stepped out, maybe to check damage, maybe to help, standing there with arms out like a tightrope walker as the wind shoved at their coat. The road under their feet looked dry, until it suddenly shone. Rehook. It wasn't just freezing. It was freezing in patches, leaping, like the bridge was being iced by an unseen hand choosing where to touch. Jinwoo did the only thing that made sense. He let the car slide, aimed for the least deadly angle, and feathered the brake like a prayer. The tires skated, then caught for half a second, enough to stop him short of the rail with a gentle bump that felt impossibly loud in the quiet. All around him, horns blared once, then stopped. Drivers held their breath. Nobody moved. On the radio, an announcer's voice tightened. Sudden icing reported, "Avoid the bridge, repeat, avoid." But they were already there. Minutes later, the microburst passed as abruptly as it arrived. The wind softened, the air warmed by a fraction. Salt trucks and emergency lights appeared, painting the frozen span in blue and red like a warning from another world. And when Jinwoo finally stepped out, he looked down at the road and saw his own fear reflected back at him. His face warped in a mirror of ice. Because that night wasn't about winter being cold. It was about how quickly the familiar can turn dangerous. Without permission, without warning, within seconds. If this story gave you chills, tap like, share it with someone who drives at night, and subscribe for more true mysteries that feel impossible until they happen. And tell me in the comments, what's the fastest the weather's ever changed around you?